Hello and welcome to Judging by the Cover, where we'll be judging The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. By the cover. Oh, I beg your pardon, I meant to say The Witcher Wild 3 Hunt. Or The Witcher Wild W Hunt? I get that the 3 is trying to evoke claw marks, such as might be made by a wild beastie, such as might be the subject of a wild hunt. What I don't get is why it has nostrils. This is the box art of the game's actual case. It's slightly different to the box art of the cardboard sleeve the case came in. Apparently, The Witcher 3 thought that boasting about its awards once we'd unpackaged the game might have come across as a bit gauche. You see, video games are like women, making all kinds of promises, but the moment you get their tops off, they come over all coy. Anyway, as with Bloodborne in our first episode, Witcher 3 has gone for the protagonist alone against the void of time and space, albeit only from the waist up, so we are invited to decide for ourselves what exactly the main character is popping out of. A birthday cake, perhaps? Or a dustbin? Or the head of Brendan Gleeson? Our hero bears scarring consistent with either a veteran warrior or someone who's really bad at catching frisbees. I suppose the adventure in a cover like this is to imagine what he's looking at that has caused him to make that slack-jawed look of mild disgust, and which seems to be emitting all those pencil shavings in the lower right. The back cover establishes that he usually wears both swords on his back, so whatever he's seen has also prompted him to take one of them off. Therefore, he must be looking at a guy who's just sharpened a pencil and written a big sign saying, "I hate people who wear sheaths on their back. Do they think it makes them look like Bruce Campbell in the Evil Dead films? What pricks." Alternatively, we could just follow his eyes to see what he's looking at which point we see his gaze leading towards the content warning in the lower left, and suddenly his slack-jawed look of mild disgust becomes a slack-jawed look of mild intrigue. High-impact violence and sex, you say? Well then, good thing I brought my special sex sword. The one with the 2 snake, dragon, wolf, lizard things on the hilt engaged in the missionary position. Benedict, face facts, this position doesn't work with our long necks. You're practically suffocating yourself on the pillow there. Oh God, don't look now, Benedict, but that pendant is watching us again. Hey guys! Other evidence for this being a sex sword include this symbol on the blade that seems to incorporate all known gender symbols, and next to it the words "I cock." The combined meaning being "I cock all genders." No wonder the other sword looms disapprovingly over our hero's shoulder. "You've never written dirty words on me, you bastard! Shut up, other sword! I don't remember this being an exclusive relationship. Then why am I wearing your engagement ring?" Anyway, let's return our attention to the back cover, where the 2 swords seethe in resentful silence together, along with all the other stuff our hero carries on his horse: a dead fish, some Gatorade, and a coconut for when the horse is tired of making clopping noises with its hooves. As the horse, which appears to be about the size of a cathedral, looks down upon the tiny countryside and seriously considers eating some more of that building, the gigantic hero goes over his to-do list. Step 1. Become a Witcher, one of the last monster slayers for hire. Step 2. Track down the Child of Prophecy, a living weapon capable of untold destruction. Step 3. Journey through war-torn kingdoms and slay legendary creatures. Step 4. Explore towns rife with corruption and sail to untamed isles home to clans of seafaring warriors. Step 5. In a world descending into turmoil, your actions shape history. Well, that bollocksed up this whole notional framing device, didn't it? These 3 screenshots have been specifically chosen to illustrate the nearby words of the tagline I see. I say tagline, it's rather matter-of-fact for marketing blurb. "Massive open-world adventure of heap big man on horse with sword and another sword ooh sexy." But look, massive above a picture of a massive monster our hero is trying to teach how to shake hands. Adventure above someone on a boat adventuring somewhere, and open world above some blokes standing around with their flies open. And like all good groups of screenshots, these 3 tell a little story in themselves. And then I defeated the giant rugby ball-shaped antler monster with the friendly handshake of burning death. pull the other one, mate. How could a monster with antlers that big run through a densely forested area without breaking its neck? We're going to open our flies and piddle all over that story, and I hope you brought a boat, because we may never stop. Blimey, he wasn't kidding. That's the last time I visit Incontinentia.